I'm going to say something. I think where you need to start is right here in this seat where you're sitting right now. I don't think anybody here is a brand new person in real estate investing, but you need to go to the events and you need to make friends. And that's what we all did back in the day, back in 2007. I remember going to real estate investment clubs and seeing Todd and Steve and seeing people, and you just run into the same people over and over again and develop friendships. Because then when you're investing in real estate, you've got someone to ask questions of. You've got friends and community, and then again, if you've got a rental property and you need, maybe it's in Murrieta or Temecula or something, and you need a roofer right there, who do you call? Like, I don't know any roofers in Temecula. What do I do? So you go to your network, and your network is your net worth, right? So you start in a real estate investment club.
I would say, excuse me, definitely you don't need your own money. All the deals that I've ever done, I've never used any money. I've used other people's money. I still do today. And with what I'm doing now, my two mentors, they started a company called Back Porch Homes. They do tiny homes. And before they got off the ground, my mother told me, never bite the hand that feeds you. So because of what they did for me, I turned around and invested into them. And we did one of our first communities at El Central College up in Del Mar. So you guys can go to the website, you can see the video of what we did. They provided they developed the land, and all we did was provide the units. So I'm a part of a community that when I got started, I had no clue what I was doing. Now I'm investing in the companies, and one of our other mentors, Mick Blackwell, is out in Chino. Wonderful guy. We learned a lot. I learned a lot from Bill and Ben Descartes. And in our meetings, once our meetings are over, we have our guest speakers come. And as our meetings come over, that those who are, I would say, smart enough to stay after the fact, that's when deals really get done, because those people are hungry enough to stay and just dissect with somebody else of how to make this right. You know what I'm saying? You might got a deal and not sure how to put it together. Well, people like these people on the panel will help you structure those and put them together. Bruce Norris told me, and people don't know who he is, he's very well known.
Yes, he is.
Money is the easiest thing to find. You don't have to worry about finding money. It's presenting the deal. That's all. You got people all over the rooms when you come to these meetings that got money, and you never use. That's just funny. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give it to somebody else. 2020, they posted that Trump only paid $750 in taxes. Okay. Well, we all know that his business model was, once his business wasn't successful, he filed bankruptcy. So in that saying, he used other people's money to do a lot of the deals that he's done. If you never know, go look at the movie with, it's called The Founder. Michael Keaton played it. It's back in the 80s. It's about the franchise of McDonald's. Book you need to listen to or read is The Richest Man in Babylon.
Yeah.
Teach you how to make money.
There you go.
All right, I'll add a little bit to that. The kind of the keys to getting started I've always found is, if you don't know what you want, get together with some folks doing it. Start to get an appreciation for what feels good to you. I've seen so many strategies in real estate that I thought could never make money when I was starting out, and yet there's tens of people coming to my real estate club doing those strategies successfully. So it's got to feel good to you. So once you identify something that works for you, that fits in your mindset, works with your style, get back to mentorship. I think Gary said a lot about that. It's super critical. If you're working with somebody who's doing something that makes sense to you, you're probably going to be all right. If you try and wing it in something else, that's when the tears start.
I could add as well. And so I think if you're going to use your own money, I think you got to start in your own backyard. But there's a lot of developers and investors out there. If you find them the right deal, they'll let you invest with them, and you could use your commissions and roll it into the deal, right? And typically, what they'll do is once the property is developed, or if they gotta put it up on the market for either sale or for leasing, they'll usually use you for representation as well, right? So it's really finding the opportunity, and if we're boots on the ground and we have an opportunity, we know a property owner that's in a situation that's looking to get out quickly, money's not an issue, money's out there, right? But it's certainly coming to events like this, meeting the people, making sure that you have the relationships, right? I always say, it doesn't matter whether you sell shoes, you sell insurance, you sell real estate, without relationships, you got no business, right? And so coming to these events are the places where you establish the relationships, learn about each other's business, and help grow each other's business. And so ultimately, if you have a deal, if you have an opportunity, make sure you let some people know, maybe not everybody, but just the people that you know that are make things happen. And again, you meet those people at these events.
Awesome.
Well, at every investment club, there'll be people who are just starting out and people who are very experienced. And if it's a well-run real estate club, those who are more experienced will bring along those who are not. Because a lot of times the people who are not are able to find the opportunities that the more experienced ones are too lazy to go and find themselves. Now, if you recall, I was a real estate broker for 25 years. I'm also an exchanger, long-time exchanger. And when I would put together, oh, by the way, how many realtors in the crowd here? Okay, if you're working as a realtor, working with retail, you're working for tip money. Commissions are just tip money. I educated myself to the point where I was able to put together deals, sometimes with CCIMs, like him, and for putting the deal together, I would take a percentage of the ownership. I would, what is it? Don't take a commission, take it as a part of ownership. And also, many times that helped keep cash in the deal, right? So if you come to a real estate club, you will, and you come with an open mind, because they will give you concepts of putting together deals with no money down. Well, no money down just means it's not necessarily your money, right? When I put together a deal, no money down deal was when I put up my commission. There was no money out of my pocket, but somebody else put up some money, right? Learn before you can earn. Become an investor before you solicit investors' money. Please do that. Okay, he has, gosh, how much does it cost to become a CCM now?
It's probably about 10 grand.
I think that's on the low end, 10 grand. You probably had to travel to places, right? So he has invested in himself. And look for mentors who make more money than you have, who have more money or make more money, who have done deals you haven't done. When I became an exchanger, I went to exchange meetings. Now, some exchange meetings are true exchange meetings, and others are what we call
Social.
not social, but a pitch session, just a pitch session, just like we have for realtors, right? Weekly pitch sessions. A real exchange meetings is an idea exchange. That's what really an exchange meeting is an exchange of ideas to put together deals that other people may not think of. And that's where your expertise and knowledge comes into play to create a career. I had a career for 25 years as a real estate and mortgage investor, as a broker. By the way, I was a broker because I don't like to share. Right? As a broker, you don't have to share commission unless you have agents.
Very, very true. And I learned as an agent, the reason why they call it a broker is because you ended up broker than when you started.
Just consider using a real estate club, and I'm not sure where the nearest one would be. It might be, by the way.
Right here.
Okay, right here. Also, there's a lot of free stuff online.